We're gonna chat about self-worth and how we can increase it in a very short time. Now, if you haven't seen the self-esteem video, go ahead and watch that. So I share in that video the difference between self-esteem and self-worth. And so by now, you probably already know what that is. So if you're working on your self-esteem, that comes first. Go ahead and do that work first. And now we're just gonna jump on to self-worth. How do we know we have low self-worth? And some activities we can do, steps we can take to improve our self-worth. And finally, one tip to improve our results and just keep the motivation in the process. So let's get started. This is Defense Ninjas. We share lots of self-defense techniques that are practical and empowerment activities. So if you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. All right, so how do we know we have very low self-worth? One biggest indicator is how much we complain. Do we complain all the time about everything? Oh, the server was horrible. Oh, this person didn't do the right thing and I just felt horrible. And a lot of us do that. We just complain about things, about people, about how we were treated. Oh, my coworker sucks and I should have gotten this promotion, right? And so if we're complaining about certain things that we want and we're not getting, oh, but we deserve it, but we don't have it, that's the biggest indicator that we have very low self-worth, because we want things and we just believe we're not getting them. And that's what self-worth is. Am I worthy of this? Yes. Am I getting it? Am I actually being valued? No. So I'm complaining about it. Okay. So now that we know that, and if we do fall into this category, what can we do about it? Let's go on to the steps. All right. So what we can do about this is, first, we can recognize that typically, if we have very low self-worth, then we are usually in some form depressed. We don't feel great about our life, or anxious because we're really worried about the future. Okay, so some level of anxiety and depression plays a role in this. Given that, knowing that, one of the things that helps the most is creating blank space in our mind, just shutting up, quieting it for a second. And people also call that meditation, okay? So taking some time out daily, weekly, and just quieting our mind, just creating that blank space and just letting everything settle really helps that chatter, that constant chatter. Oh, this, how, that, or that, or that, or that. Okay, and I'll do a whole another video on meditation, so make sure you have your notifications on. You'll get the notification when that video goes up. Okay, so after meditation, the second thing that really helps is a gratitude list. Okay, I try and do that almost daily. I wake up in the morning and I thank for having amazing health, for amazing, just things I can go through that I'm very thankful for. At the end of the day, before going to bed, same kind of thing. Thank you for this amazing day, these opportunities, etc., how my day went. And I usually pray a couple times during the day, and so I do that at the end of each prayer too. I'll just take a minute and say, thank you for my health, for my wealth, for my life, there's so much to be grateful for. So that just puts our mind in, you know what, I have a lot. And yeah, I deserve a lot, and I also get all of that. So that's amazing. You know, I'm not homeless on the street, or I don't have a mental disorder, whatever, right? Focusing on what we actually have helps us just kind of create this sense of, yeah, I can get things. So instead of complaining about job and promotion, we'll actually find ways to get the promotion. We'll find ways to resolve conflict as opposed to complaining about it, which changes nothing. Okay, and if you haven't watched the video on rewiring our brain and creating the goals list, go ahead and watch that. Okay. The final thing we can do is journaling. Okay, that's what I like to call it. Usually what happens after we meditate and we're keeping a gratitude list, there's sometimes just this time when we are very confused. Something is happening and we're caught up in just feeling horrible and anxious and don't know what's happening. Okay. In that moment of chaos, when you're just stuck, take a piece of paper and pen out and just start writing. Or yes, you can type on your laptop. Just start writing. Okay, I'm feeling very anxious. I feel like I'm not getting anything done. And I feel like this is going horribly. Okay, so what is going to happen? Okay, what is happening and what am I thinking? I think I'm thinking this. What can I do today? Just randomly brain dump. Just write it, okay? And that will help deconstruct what's going on. Oh, okay, this is what's happening. Sometimes I don't write because I just don't, and I use a person to bounce this off of. If that's an option, go ahead and do that. That also works really well. And then finally, in journaling, there's two portions. There's a deconstructing and the reconstructing. So once you've deconstructed what everything is happening, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. Now we're gonna work on, okay, action steps. What can I do about it? I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna take actions. So here are my actions. Those steps will really help us just improve our self-worth, know that we can create our reality, and that yes, we get everything we want. We absolutely can get, and we do get. And if we love ourselves, self-esteem, then people will love us, self-worth. Before I share that very awesome tip, go ahead and comment below. What other activities have you done that has really helped boost your self-worth? Let us share with each other and learn from each other. Okay, this tip is amazing. It is super exciting, and that's the point. So while we're doing this, we want to keep count of our accomplishments. Okay, so I have a little jar and I have little beads, and when I'm really thankful for just things I have in my life or things I get, it's like, hey, you know, I got this beautiful treat from this person or whatever. Oh, you know, I got a really good grade in school or something. Whatever little accomplishment that happens daily, I take, or multiple times a day, I'll take a little marble and I'll put it in a jar. So we see that marble fill up over time, and it's super exciting because we look at it, it's like, oh, I have lots of things that are amazing in my life. I do, you know, I receive, I get amazing things. So that's really exciting. Another way of doing it, if marbles are just kind of boring or just something to add up, coins or whatever, I mean, you can do that. Do coins, put coins, $1, $quarter, and then once it fills up, a jar, say, I'm gonna take this and treat myself to something. Or you could just simply treat yourself to something. So having something that you can visually look at, feel, get a treat out of is super exciting, makes this process amazing, and it will help us just keep our motivation to keep doing it, okay? That is all I have for you today. And if you would like your own personalized training, go ahead and click on the e-training link below. And I will see you in the next video.